Hello, friends, and welcome back to another episode of Rosten's Reviews, Season 3, Episode 2, Let's Turn a Negative into a Positive. You'll notice here that there is some spooky season going on in the building, and you know what? It is awesome, if I do say so myself. Okay, so welcome back to Rosten Reviews. You know we are here every Friday at 2 o'clock sharp, bringing you what we did in social studies this week in my classroom. Past week was week 8. We have thus completed 8 weeks, which means there is only 31 weeks left until summer vacation. That's right, 31 weeks left until we're sitting on the beach in the sun, hopefully doing, whatever it is you do when you're not in school and hanging out. All right, friends. So, unfortunately today, because of the weather, we are here at Rosten HQ at my house instead of in my classroom where I have much better lighting and all my electronics like my microphone and all that good stuff. So today is going to be a little bit old school, like those original episodes that were really, really bad. But you know what? We're going to turn a negative into a positive, baby. We're here. We're ready. Let's review what we did in social studies this week. So this week in social studies, we worked on the following items. You'll notice first, we started our week with a pep talk and some SMART goals. You know, some of you were pretty disappointed in not being able to come back to school. And yeah, I hear you. I feel you on that. And it was okay to feel sad and feel frustrated that we're not back in school. So what we did is we took a minute, kind of figured out how we're feeling, figured out if we needed some help, getting there. And we know we have the resources here at BMS to get you back into that center, into your lane, ready and raring to go. And we talked about where you can go and who you can talk to. Remember, you can always come see me, your favorite social studies teacher, Mr. Rosten, if you ever have any problems. You can also go talk to our guidance counselors. Any of the other PPS staff are here for you to talk to and get your mind right. So we started our week off by listening to a pep talk from one of my favorite people, Kid President. We then created some SMART goals to get ourselves back on the right track to awesomeness. And that is what we did. We created some SMART goals. So I was joking with you all when I said that my goal for this year was to make less kids cry. That was just a joke. I was joking. So don't go and tell your parents that Mr. Rosten's goal is to make less kids cry and that I'm scary and all that jazz, because we know it's not true. I am so awesome. It is almost too hard to believe. All right? So, we created some SMART goals for ourselves. We talked about those goals at the end of class, and some of you had some really good goals. Some of you had some long-term goals, like what you wanted to be when you grow up. Some of you had some short-term goals, like being on high honor roll. It was really cool to see you guys come up with some goals and some things that you want to accomplish over the next, 3 years or so while you're here at BMS. All right, so we did that. And then we jumped right back into Otzi, and we talked about the background essay, right? So the background essay looks something like... Wait, I'm going to get it. Wait, I'm going to get it. Nope, wrong button. There it is. Look at that. Nope, I hit the wrong button again. My bad. God, I'm bad today. It's because I'm not in the stew. That's why. All right, so it looks something like this, right? We talked about our annotation this week, okay? And we reminded ourselves that we use the 6 points of annotation, okay? And you should still have that nice picture of the 6 points of annotation that I gave you. But in case you don't, let's just review how we annotate a source, okay? So there are a few things. The first thing we do is we preview the source, right? So we do a few things. The first thing we do is we find the title. Boom. We find the title of our source, okay? Next, we look for an author. Unfortunately for us, no author is listed on this source. And then last but not least, we use those two pieces of information in order to help us determine whether it's a primary or secondary. And because you all so awesome, we determined that it was a secondary source, okay? So once you do that, once you have previewed your source, and then again, there was also one more thing. If there were pictures, you would take a look at the pictures, but there are obviously no pictures on this source anywhere. All right, then what you do is normally you would go through your 6 points of annotation. So you would read a paragraph, then you would go back, and then you would do the following. The first thing you would do is you would circle key vocabulary words. And remember, when we're in social studies, we look for social studies words. When you're in English, you can look for ELA words. Okay? So we look for those social studies words. Then we triangle words we don't know. Once we triangle words we don't know, sorry, my phone is blowing up right now. It's ridiculous. So for the words you don't know, there are two things you can do in order to try to figure out the meaning of those words. One, you use your context clues, right? You read all the words around the word you don't know, you read it in a sentence, and you try to figure it out. If that doesn't help you, there's this thing. I'm not sure if some of you are aware of it. Still, it's a big book, okay? And it has words in it with their definitions. It's called a dictionary. You can use it to look up the definition of words you don't know. It's amazing. I know. It's amazing. So you go, you figure out what the words mean, then you underline your topic sentences. But since we are in this new digital age and virtual classroom, we are highlighting our topic sentences, and we are highlighting them in blue. And you'll notice here that our blue is our topic sentence, okay? So we highlight our topic sentences in blue, then we highlight important information in orange, okay? So that's what we did in this first paragraph here. And remember, you're highlighting the important information based off your topic sentence. So if the information in the paragraph doesn't have anything to do with your topic sentence, do we highlight it? No, we don't highlight it, you silly goose. We let it go. We skip over it, and we go to the next sentence, okay? If we were doing a full annotation, after you've read your paragraph and you found your important information, you would create a question on the left-hand margin and a margin note in the right-hand margin, and you would move on to the next paragraph. However, this past week, we only worked on 2 points of annotation. We worked on highlighting topic sentences, so finding our topic sentence, and highlighting our critical content or our important information. All right? So, once we did that, we then ended our week with the death theories. We started our death theories. Now, red, yellow, and orange class, you guys get to finish this on Monday. Green and blue, you get the short end of the stick. Why? Because we don't have school on Tuesday. Yes, because of Election Day. So, you, red, orange, and yellow, get the benefit of seeing me again and asking me any questions and helping you in any way that I can. Okay? Green and blue, unfortunately, you're going to have to come to office hours and come see me to get help if you need it, because we won't get that time in class. Okay? So, what did we do for the death theories? Well, I'm glad you asked. We looked at here. Hold on, I'm getting there. Boom. Here are our instructions, and this is what you did for the death theory. So we looked at a bunch of different sources on different theories on how Otzi died. Some of them that you did on day 1 were died in a battle, died by assassination, or died in a robbery. Okay? And you looked at the sources this way. You previewed the source, so you looked it over and you looked at the pictures. Then you underlined your topic, and remember, we underline our topic or topic sentences in blue. You then highlighted critical content, aka important information, in orange, and then you answered the questions below on the source. So our first source that we did together was died in battle. I gave you this nice graphic novel there on the left. We talked about how there was blood found on his dagger, that there was another person's blood found on his coat. And then we dove right on into it. So, we underlined or highlighted our topic in blue, which was died in battle. So you'll notice here that that is our topic. Okay? And then we highlighted our important info in orange. Okay? And we did this for the first 3 slides. Or not the first 3 slides. Excuse me. The first 3 death theories, which was died in battle, robbery, and assassination. Okay? So, red, orange, and yellow class, on Monday, you are going to do the last 2. Which just so happens to be ritual sacrifice and hypothermia. Blue and green? Sorry, you're on your own. All right, and we ended our class by creating a tweet about how Otzi died. So I'll show you the example that I came up with. Here it is. Boom. So my historical interpretation, based on the evidence that I know, is that Otzi died from hypothermia because his skin was yellow and leathery, and I put the hashtag gone hiking because I think he was hiking up in the mountains and something happened to him and he unfortunately passed away. Okay? So that was mine. So for the end of class of day 1 of the death theories, you created a tweet. All right? Then next week, what you're going to do is after you've collected all the evidence for the death theories, and I'm going to bring myself back to the picture right now. Hello? Actually, no, I want to try that again. Hold on. I got this cool. Let's try that. Yeah, there we go. That was cool. All right. So, what you're going to do is you're going to create, at the end of this, you're going to create a flip grid. And you're going to share with everyone how you think Otzi died using evidence to support your answer. All right? I was even nice enough. Don't tell anybody. But I was even nice enough, and I gave you a little script at the bottom of your flip grid to help you answer that question. So red, orange, and yellow, you'll get your flip grid on Monday. Green and blue, you already have it, and some of you have already contacted me about how awesome your flip grids are from green and blue, so I am very excited to see those next week. All right, friends, that's what we did in social studies this week. We learned about Otzi. More Otzi, which means Otzi's coming to an end. Thank goodness. So we got some big things planned for you to end Otzi. You're going to write a quick peel paragraph as part of an argumentative essay. Then you're going to have a choice board with 8 different choices for you to create a final project. And then we're moving on to Mesopotamia. And you all know what that means. No? You don't know what that means? That means Hammurabi, baby. Oh, yeah. It's about to get crazy up in here. I'm so excited for Hammurabi. I love going over Hammurabi's laws. It's one of my favorite things to do. And that's what we did in social studies. That's what we got coming up next week. Please remember that next week, my meeting and office hours change. I will be posting them on Monday to share with you when I will be available to help you out. And remember, we are still on the new hybrid schedule. We will be staying there for the foreseeable future because hopefully we will be going into hybrid next week or the week after or the week after that. One of these weeks we're going to move into that, and that'll be fine. All right, friends. So, as always, I hope you have a wonderful weekend. Recharge the batteries. Come back on Monday with 110% energy because you know Rosten is coming in hot on Monday with the Otzi takes. All right? Get some rest this weekend. Enjoy your Halloween. Be safe. Don't be stupid. You know what I'm saying? You know who you are out there. Be safe. Don't be stupid. Enjoy the weekend. Also, big shouts to my twins who are turning 1 this Sunday. Big shouts to them. Just proves that I'm an awesome dad, you know, because they made it to 1. Anyway, all right. Have a great weekend. Be kind to one another. Peace be with you and with you. Rosten